factoring in some of those winds and the dry air, we're going to have in place a red flag warning in effect for some of these conditions really combining to pose a fire danger throughout much of this state, especially this afternoon into the evening hours. So keep that in mind. Early on this morning, traffic starting to pick up across North 48th and Cornhusker Highway under mostly clear skies, a little more cloud cover coming in, but the wind's starting to pick up a little bit more than even what I've noticed so far this morning. The camera's starting to shake a little bit more than even in the previous hour. Temperatures are in the upper 30s as we're waking up this Wednesday morning. 38 degrees in the capital city, 39 even to the north in Columbus and Norfolk. Starting to get some temperature reading updates here. 31 degrees in Holdridge, down to the 20s in Imperial, just the teens out in Scottsbluff. It is a cold morning up in higher elevation in the Sandhills, feeling like just 7 degrees in Scottsbluff. Even these 20s are feeling mighty chilly as we're starting out this morning, though. Factoring in the wind, it feels like the upper 20s here closer to home, middle 20s down to the south in Beatrice and Nebraska City. Here's the winds starting to pick up a little bit more, around 16 miles per hour to the west here in Lincoln, higher to the north and west. We got winds sustained around 20 miles, almost 30 miles per hour in Norfolk and O'Neill, with some frequent gusts around 45 miles per hour in Norfolk, and wind gusts in O'Neill have been up to 45 miles per hour as well. So a windy start to the day. We actually will get the sun to come out a few hours into this morning, and that's what mixes down some stronger winds down to the surface after about 9-10 o'clock. We're looking at wind gusts across eastern Nebraska around 45 to 50 miles per hour. Much of northern Nebraska, though, going to face wind gusts around 50 to 60 miles per hour. And you can imagine with some high-profile vehicles, and if you've got to drive through some open spaces, that could cause some issues. So be cautious with you today. But those winds will start to back off into this evening once the sun is setting. Still around 35 miles per hour, though, in much of southeast Nebraska, and around 40 miles per hour in northern Nebraska. Before tonight into the overnight hours, we still have a good wind in northwest Nebraska and still a good breeze here at home through tomorrow as well. But a wind advisory is in effect for much of eastern Nebraska through this evening for gusts up to 50 miles per hour. A high wind warning, though, that orange color, is in effect through this evening for gusts up to 60 miles per hour through northern Nebraska. This all coming as that low pressure system that brought us rain on Monday still nearby, actually producing a little bit of snowfall in extreme northeast Nebraska that is not expected to stick. It is sending a little bit more cloud cover our way as well, but just a few flurries up to the north and east. And you'll see the difference between a lot of sun versus no sun, a lot of cloud cover, and even some snow showers nearby is not that far away. But we are expecting plenty of sunshine through the afternoon and even into tonight. Going to make for a colder start to Thursday. Highs today going to struggle into the upper 40s because of these winds. And at really no point does it really feel all that warm through the afternoon. Temperatures tonight dropping into the upper 20s. And again, a good wind chill tomorrow morning, even with a good breeze around 20 to 25 miles per hour. Factor that in to a chilly start for Thursday. Winter coat drive tomorrow will be feeling cooler as well until we get a weekend warm up, and then maybe leaning slightly cooler toward Thanksgiving next week.